Oh man, today's the first day. I don't really know what I'm gonna say, what I want to say, which is not a great sign. Day 8, but we'll figure it out. I can't say that I really knew on the other ones either yet, but I feel like it's getting going somewhere. One of the things I want to talk about, I got good friends, and I say that just because of the support you guys all shared, have been sharing with this little project. And it's cool. You get a really beautiful mix, like the fire emojis on Instagram and the DMs. But also just some friends like sharing some engaging thoughts back to me, some insight, opinions, just, general support. And that just made me really think about it. I was like, this is a cool moment today, just going through it and just finding out like who listens and or it has been listening regularly. And some people that I'm friends with that I just like never thought would care or be interested or find any value in it. I don't know. So that was just really nice. It was a good feeling today as I noticed that. Gave me a little extra motivation to get back on here and just made me think about having really good friends. I also have good friends who are supportive, but at the same time are unafraid to, and I should say unafraid and also kind enough to call me on my bullshit. You definitely need that, the friends who tell you when you got the VHBs, visible hanging boogies, or you got like half a broccoli in your teeth. You need those kind of friends, or friends who just say like, "Hey, I love you and I care about you, but that was really dumb what you just did." I got a lot of those. I encourage everybody to keep finding them. If all you have friends who are, and all they ever do is just give you applause and adulation, you're either significantly better than I am, or maybe they're not as close, the closest of friends. So shout out to all my friends out there giving support, but also calling me on my stuff. It's pretty sweet. What else? Oh man, making me feel. I was driving to the gym. Where was I driving? Driving somewhere. Oh, I went to Starbucks today, and let me tell you something. I don't know if I talked about this already, but a while ago, I had a little company, like a little offsite for the team that I work on, and we were doing a coffee order, 15th coffee order of the day, because that is the best thing. That is what company team offsites exist for, is to just bury yourself in caffeine. But I was coffee order comes in, looking through the order, and I was going to get a cold brew because that's what I like. And I actually don't even like coffee. It's just the caffeine that I'm severely addicted to. And I saw in the orders, there was like this chocolate cream cold brew or something like that. And somebody I work with, a friend of mine, I asked her, I was like, what is this? And she basically described, she said it's a cold brew, but it tastes like has the flavor of hot chocolate with whipped cream. And two things that I've never had. I've never had a cup of hot coffee top to bottom. Don't love hot drinks. And I've never really had an entire cup, or what I don't know what you call them, cup or serving of sweetened coffee. But man, I got one of those things and took a ride on that, and I get it. I would always wonder why you'd see people in Starbucks and they'd have like a, triple frappuccino Oreo sugar blaster. And I was like, why would you drink that? Have some self-respect. And now I'm like, oh man, I have some self-respect. I need to drink one of those. It was delicious. But I was driving to Starbucks today and had the dogs in the car, and the little one was just being a pain in the ass because she's a puppy, and that's, the purpose for her existence right now. And I looked at the dog and I said, stop it. You're making me angry. And then I'm glad I said it out loud, rather than just like thinking it. I'm like one of those stereotypes who talks to their dogs and has voices for them and all that stuff. But I was like, stop it. You're making me angry. And then I like heard myself out loud and I kind of laughed and I was like, who am I? I'm the dog, the puppy who is like, has the paws up on the center console and just really is just trying to check out what's going on, is making me feel angry. And so that got me thinking about just words we use for ourselves and things we say out loud. And, I don't think we need to get carried away with this, but it can be pernicious. It's like, I think if you walk around all the time saying, pointing at external things, you make me feel this way. This thing makes me this. It don't make you do shit. You might feel frustrated. You might feel anxious. You might feel scared. Might feel worried. But, how you act on that, it's not the thing making you feel that way. And I think it's important. I think it's important to not talk to yourself with that kind of language. I think it seems like so nerdy because now you're like, oh, I'm going to go through my day and police my words. And I think if you just spend like a little bit of time paying attention to this and doing it, and maybe you're someone who doesn't do it, but if you spend a little bit of time just paying attention to it, you'll realize what kind of vocabulary and where you target yourself with the rest of the external things happening around you. The dog wasn't making me feel angry. She wasn't making me angry. I was actually just a little frustrated that she wasn't doing what I wanted her to do because she doesn't speak English. And I hadn't communicated to her in a way that she can understand not to do what she was doing. So that really just stuck out to me in that one little moment. I've had a couple other parts of the day where I kind of had that same lingo. But I do think it's something to be really careful of when you walk around just saying, this thing makes me this and this thing makes me that. And it's like, wow, it sounds like you don't do a damn thing for yourself. But I felt like that was important. And anyway, went to Starbucks. The dogs were great. Drank a 56-gallon cold brew, but no chocolate this time, which was kind of a bummer. But maybe next time. It's almost the weekend, and I've done absolutely nothing to deserve it. So I should probably get one. Workout today. Then we did some fitness this morning. Got to go in, see some work colleagues I haven't seen in a while. Work out with the 6:30 at Mafia, which I love. My buddy Lachlan was coaching the class. Got to bring in the dogs. Got to run with the dogs during the workout. It was a workout. Another short one today. I'll be totally honest with the world. I don't love short workouts. Totally understand their necessity and fun to coach. Sometimes fun to do. Just a bit of a perspective change for me through the years, so totally understand why we have them. But this one was 400-meter run, 30 lateral burpees over the bar, and then 20 clean and jerks, 80 pounds, 115. Liked it a lot. Did squat cleans. I try and squat pretty much anytime I can in a workout that has weight in it because I don't really lift as much as I think I should if I want to get stronger. So I always try and take advantage of it. And it was gnarly. Got the heart rate up, tried hard, used the other people who were power clean and jerking, tried to keep up with them with the squat cleans. And tried to go quick. Don't think my heels touched the ground once on a squat clean. I'll admit it. Not afraid of it. And then what else? That was the workout. Highlight of it was I just got to do with class. And it made me think about, one of the cool things I really like about CrossFit Affiliates is just the different people in there. And this one probably deserves a bigger podcast as we close out in 60 seconds here. But man, I'll tell you, if I was to be thankful and grateful to CrossFit, there's a handful of things. But one of the biggest things is, I used to be deathly afraid of getting older. And I remember being younger than I am now. I still feel super young. And just thinking like when I hit 40, I just want to drop dead. Because when you're young, 40 seems fucking ancient. And what CrossFit has showed me, or at least the people coming in the door doing CrossFit, my mom, there's a couple at our gym who coaches the gym, and just really anyone older than me that does CrossFit, I super admire you guys. And I will say I feel less afraid to get older. And I was terrified of it. Like I just hated the idea of it. And now it just seems kind of fun. Like I see some of the people in there, and I know stuff happens. You feel more banged up, and maybe warm-ups take a little bit longer, and I don't know. But the adventure of life, man, it seems more appetizing when you got fitness and you're doing fitness. So all you geezers out there, no, I'm just kidding. Anyone older than me who takes care of themselves and makes their life a little bit better regularly through fitness, I am grateful for you, and thank you.